Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Tuesday, July 28th, 2020. If you're watching the VODs on YouTube, do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat, leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Planeton's mods development at patreon.com/Planetton, and myself at patreon.com/OtakuShowboat. So, of course, very first thing to discuss today before getting into the game is, well, my hair. My hair. As people show up, I'm sure that's going to be mentioned several times in the chat. It's like, you got a haircut, you got a haircut. I cut my own hair. I have a razor, Philips brand razor that I've had for years, but after like the fourth-ish time of using that razor, it sorta was not working all that correctly. The head on it wouldn't go back and forth. It wouldn't move to actually do the cutting anymore. It would make noise, like the thing inside was spinning, but it wasn't going back and forth. And after taking the head off, taking that head off to try and like clean out anything that might be jamming, any hair that might be jamming it, I finally, yesterday, discovered that the root of the problem was not the actual head of the razor itself. It was the actual razor on its internal component. It has this little metal piece that is weighted, that actually has a peg that is offset that spins in a circle around a central peg that is rotating. And it's that central peg that rotates with the item on top that spins this peg is what actually makes it go back and forth on the head of the razor. Now, that little piece, when it came out, around that straight peg was a whole bunch of hair that needed to come out that was in there that was jamming it. Basically it was jammed. So I cleaned it out, put it back together again, and it worked. It worked fine. It got through. It cut my hair without any issues. I know the last time I used it, I was like, it was very frustrating because it was barely working. I could only use it for like a few seconds at a time before having to like open it up, tinker with it, bang it a few times to try to get it to operate. And I swore it off at that point, and that was like 2 years ago. That so it's been like 2 years that it's been jammed like that. I've owned the thing for like 3 or 4, I think, years, something like that. So it's good to finally be able to use it again and not have to go out to cut my hair, especially during these times. So yeah, that's what I did. We're not going to look at the back of the head today though, because that's not it's not a good idea. Not a good idea. We're not going to look at the back of the head because I don't really have another mirror, so it doesn't end well when cutting your own hair, even with a razor that's designed for that. So yeah, Factorio, Factorio. What did I do off screen in Factorio between last time and this time, and what did we do last time? So last time I set up Vrauk. That was the theme, I think, of last time. The ultimate thing that we did was make Vrauk cocoons, set up, make our first Vrauk and set up the cocoons, and that involved making biosamples. So we made biosamples last time, and then did the first Vrauk, and made Vrauk. So today, we're going to be continuing on and making additional creatures and plants so that we can start moving on towards bigger and better things, i.e., circuits, ones, and green science. That is our ultimate goal for these probably next 2 streams. I can imagine that definitely by the end of next stream I should have the green science going. And then everything about the base changes. Everything about the base will change once we are at green science and I get access to rails and to Logibots. Those are the 2 things that will change the game completely for the rest of the game. We will no longer be needing to have and operate a main bus. I will not be continuing this main bus. It will cease. It will be cut at that point where I have green science, and we will transition to rails. And this time around, I definitely want to get off of the main bus stuff as soon as possible. As in, I want to transition all of the stuff that is on the bus onto the rail network as soon as possible. Hello, Ave, welcome. You're here relatively early. Very few people are actually here yet. So, yeah, it's a Tuesday. It is a Tuesday. So, let's see. We've got our cocoons. That's what we did last time. Made our first route. And we need the cocoons so that we could make retrovirus. Yes, retrovirus. Granted, this is not automated because of the lab instruments needed circuits. Yes, I cut my hair. I cut my hair. I have a razor. I've had a razor for a very long time, but it was somewhat jammed, and I finally, after years of it being jammed, decided to really dig into it and fixed it. So once I managed to actually fix the razor, I cut my hair. Just don't look at the back of my head, because that's a little bit not good. The back isn't even remotely straight. But yeah, short hair, really short hair. Even shorter than when I last got an actual haircut from a barber. That's just the nature of this particular razor. Even on its longest setting, it still cuts it pretty short, even with its so it has this adjustable comb to control the length, and even on the longest setting, it's still pretty short. Yeah, so that's how it's going to be. At least I won't have to get another haircut for a while. At least it's not. I'm not going to get another haircut for a while. And if I use the shortest setting, then I would basically be bald. Like if I used the shortest setting, if I took the comb off, it would be just it's buzz, just straight up gone, everything gone. Which I've got a mole here that I'd rather not have exposed, just the mole on the top of my head. So I'm not going to cut bald if I don't have to. And even on the shortest on the comb, it would still be way too short. This is already really short. Already really short. So what are we working towards? We're working towards cDNA, because in order to get any of the remaining creatures, we will need cDNA. cDNA is going to require primers. Or no, not primers, plasmids. That's the P word that I was looking for. It requires all this stupid stuff, including basic substrate, including the lab instruments that I need to handcraft. I have borax from syngas on the bus. I have borax on the bus. I have washed borax on the bus. I do not, and I have syngas on the bus, but I do not have to use syngas to get borax in PyBlock, because there is a tar recipe that we have access to that gives niobium and borax. It is right here. Quenching tar recipe takes tar in, makes niobium and borax, makes a significant amount of niobium and borax. And Yeah, there's no syngas involved in this at all. Another one of those little things where it's like, oh, this doesn't actually use the stuff to mine. It's really interesting with PyBlock because you basically dodge having to have syngas for borax, and you dodge having to have acetylene for the tin and no, not the tin, for the lead and titanium. So you dodge acetylene for the lead and titanium, and you dodge the syngas for the borax, and the nickel, and the chromium requirements. All of the gas stuff, and the refined syngas for the niobium. Yeah, it dodges all of the mining fluids until such time as we start doing ground boring. Because bear in mind that was another change that Pi did a long time ago to ground boring. Uh, the niobium ore ground boring does require refined syngas or something or other. It requires what you use to mine now, which is ever so slightly frustrating. Ever so slightly frustrating. It used to be like coal gas across the board. Now it's actually the actual gas required to do the mining, to do the excavation, ground boring stuff for it. So, eh, eh. I mean, I think actually I won't ground bore as much, and I'll just stick with the quenching tower stuff because screw spending and making the drilling fluid, let alone using refined syngas for that stuff. Yes, the drilling fluid is the big thing. I will need to make drilling fluid too, however, because that's going to be required to get zinc. Zinc is like the only uh, ore type that you need to ground bore to get in PyBlock. Otherwise, there's other ways of getting like everything. Besides that, it's just zinc. Moly 2 if you don't want to use exclusively byproducts from the copper chain. Speaking of the copper chain and the iron like ore processing stuff, my updated tutorial for the iron processing chain has been posted. Looks like people enjoy the 50 plus minutes of me sitting and talking in front of Hellmod. So that is going to continue, where I will spend about 20 minutes talking about the copper processing chain, which is actually a hell of a lot simpler than the iron processing chain, I might add. Like all of the steps for copper, like you're talking one major outside input in the form of the acid solvent, and I guess technically grease as well, but the one major outside input here is acid solvent. So it's like, okay, it's this and then this and then this and then this and then this. Here's the gains that you get. That was it. We're done. And then just mentioning the fact that that the low grade processing without the hot air now makes it like insignificant, right? That's the main thing that's happened with the hot air change here. I'm pretty sure there used to be hot air copper plates out of low grade copper. I do hope I'm not misremembering that, because I'm pretty sure that this used to be a lot more significant of an output of plates. This particular one I'm looking at is the green science processing through grade 4. The first time that you see the low grade rejects, or the low grade copper processing. So now it's only 0.9 out of 17 from a yellow belt in. And it used to be fairly significant. Now it's not significant at all. So it's like, okay, seriously consider just voiding the copper the low grade copper dust. Like, seriously consider just voiding this stuff, because this is insignificant by comparison to the actual plate outputs you're going to have from the main actual chain. And having this, when you're backed up, can end up backing up the rest of the chain. on you, and it can just be logistically problematic. So I spent 20 minutes talking about that yesterday, and next time I'll be doing the tin. I've done the tin, and then there will be glass. I guess I should talk about actual hot air in a video at some point. I think I misstated in one of these, either iron or copper, that I had done a hot air video already. I had not done a video of it. I have done a written overview of it on my website, but I have not actually made a video on it yet, which I will do so at some point. Video on hot air. I think I was waiting on the video until something or other happened, some sort of rebalance or whatever. But anyway, so since last time, off screen, in this playthrough, basically I just semi-automated these retroviruses here. That's like the main thing that I did, and I added some more tar here. Like, really, that's about it, and I expanded a bunch of landfill, just a bunch of landfill down on here. I put some stuff onto the bus. I put the solder and the optical sets onto the bus, and I think that's about it, really. Outside of also taking the time to make several additional things that we are going to be using today so that we can actually make creatures a little bit faster, just a little bit faster. So I made some flower samples, bear samples, even bee samples, and mouse samples, and mushroom samples, and I have a whole bunch of codexes. Codices! That's the word. That's what I'm looking for. It's not codexes, it's codices. So, let us make things. What will I start making? What's the first thing I need to make? Well, it depends. Do I want to go into circuit automation first, or do I want to start working towards getting my crawdad? In which case, if the answer is do I want my crawdad first, I will need to make Ralesia first. So, let's see. And the only reason why I will need auogs is for one of the other samples too. I think I'll also need that for the lab sample thingy, but doohickeys. I need bone meal as well. Let's see, wherefore art thou? You. Yeah, I need the biosample, which is bone meal, which will be auogs. So, hello! Hello, welcome. I need my cDNA. I need the cDNA. I need to put this down. I need to grab more deep water wells. Yes, that's what I need to do. I need to grab more deep water wells. The deepest of water wells. What have I done with my hair? I cut it. I cut my hair. I have a razor that I fixed because it was jammed. As it turns out, it was jammed with hair on its internal components to the actual razor itself, and not the razor head, which I thought was the problem. So yeah, I fixed it. It works. It's functional. And now I have shorter hair. Short hair. Lot shorter than if I went to a barber. So I won't have to worry about it for a little while. I will not have to worry about it. What do I need? What building is it for this cDNA stuff slash the P stuff I need? What is the plasmids? Plasmids, I need you. Biofactory with Zogna. Biofactory, huh? Where's my chest of buildings? There you are. Biofactory. Do I have a spare biofactory? There you are. Beautiful and glorious biofactory. You go there. You are going to make me these things. Yes. Yes! Get that Zogna brought over. Granted, this is somewhat temporary. This is not going to operate 100% of the time. I don't particularly care about where these things are. It's going to largely be hand-fed by a lot of stuff. Not the glassware, though. I didn't actually put incubated petri dishes on the network. Oh, this is going to be a little problematic, too, because... Nah, I think I got away with it. Okay, good. I got away with it. If I needed to put this here or here, yeah, would have been ever so slightly problematic. But I need to handcraft some lab instruments, which means I need to grab optical sets and engine units and rubber. Optical sets, hello. Rubber. Low rubber. And then engine units all the way up here. All the way up. Here. Yay, stuffs. Note that this makes 4 per craft versus 2 per craft. That's why I'm using the one that uses the engine units. Like, don't even try to use the one that doesn't use the engine units. That is not even remotely ideal. The amount of stuff that you save by using those engine units is just insane. Insane. I think. Let's see. What is this raw componentry here? To make 8.7, 10, 3, 2.5, 10, 4, and 10. 8.7, 10, 3, 2.5, 10, 4, and 10 with 1 engine unit, and the stuff needed to make the engine unit. To make 4. To make 4 versus make 2. So it's the same amount of stuff, but 4 rather than 2 at just the engine unit cost. Which is insanity. Absolute insanity. Definitely helps save on the glass cost in particular. We're going to throw in a few of these. And I need to grab some incubated petri dishes. I also need to, like, throw down a chest here for, like, stuff. A few stuffs. Just to have a few spaces in the inventory. What am I making? Where are I making bone meal? I'm not yet making bone meal because I'm getting cDNA so I can get auogs so that I can make bone meal from auogs. And I need Ralesia for the seeds. That's what I'm working on, so that I can get those poor alien samples, so that I can get the crawdad, so that I can actually have a car at this moment in time, and then we can worry about getting our circuit automation actually set up. So I need some incubated petri dishes. That is all the way up here. Hello, incubated petri dishes. I should probably have put a chest here for those. Hi, hello, chest. Chest of petri dishes. Incubated petri dishes. Do I want to have them on their own line on the bus? Probably not, because again, I'm not going to be making these on a consistent basis for a little while. I definitely don't need them to be made consistently at Red Science. Now, yes, I could get bone meal from fish. I could do that. That is an option, absolutely. But in order to get it at scale, would require a lot, shall we say, a lot of fish. Yeah, it's nowhere near enough. I would need to take this amount of fish that I have right now. You see this big line? That's all fish. I would need to multiply this by 5 to have enough bones for the bone meal requirement out of fish. So I would need to take this 272 and basically multiply that by 5 to have enough. Alright, so there's my plasmids. What's the building on the cDNA? cDNA! What is your building? The gene lab. Okay, I will just build another gene lab. Hello. Why you know gene lab? Plastic! Plastic, and... Oh, I have... Hello, gene lab. Hi. Nice to see you. I need that stuff. Thanks. So... Da-da-ba-ba-ba. Take that. Take... Where are my... gene samples? Go in there. More lab instruments. Oh, hey, I'm out of those. Take those. Bio samples. Am I carrying around any of those? Can I just shift C and maybe... No, I'm not carrying around the bio samples. Lasai. Alright, bio samples. Oh, I grabbed a bunch of cages. Oh noes. Here, take the cages and the extra bio samples. More incubated petri dishes. The retrovirus, of course. Grab a stack of those. And incubated with basic substrate. Sure, we can go up here and grab both of those. Basic substrate. And incubateds. Head on down here. Ta-da! Let the cDNA flow! The cDNA shall flow. Ish. Briefly. Until I run out of moss genes. Now the question is, how many do I need? That is 10 whole cDNA samples. How many do I need? I don't know. I don't know. A lot. Allet. The answer is Allet. Alright, so it's 3 per aug. So let's get an aug. An aug, singular. Don't really need to worry about getting archods right now, or the cotton guts. At this very moment in time. What I do need, however, is a botanical nursery. Wherever I have those existing. I can put away a few things in here, I think. Yeah, those and those. Maybe I'll make the Faugi, we shall see. We shall see about that. Give me botanical nurseries. Because this is the other doohickey that is going to give me my stuffs. Biosamples, flower, and Ralesia codex. Yes, Ralesia codex. Flower samples. Not all of them, though. Good, it's only 1 flower samples. Having this operate 5 times will be fine. Though it will need more cDNA. I need to give it some water. And, of course, it needs biosamples. So let's grab a few of those. Speed. Speed! Making me pick up stuff I don't want. Alright, so that'll make a few. That'll make enough. Now, I need to also think about the fact that I need treated wood in order to make the Ralesia plantations. Treated wood and lamps. Yeah, bleh. Treated wood is done in an automated factory. Just adding creosote to wood, so that is fine. I can do that, and I can do that in a permanent-ish location. Let's just say, like, here, you are making treated wood. I have decided that you are making treated wood. Of course. Let's bring this on over. Make our treated wood. Of course it is. Yeah. There you go. Of course, one tile. One tile. Always. Always one tile. Just always gonna be that one tile off. Without exception. I could always move the factory, yeah, but no. Yes, but no. There. We have things. And in case I ever add another one of these things, which I may, which I will, right here. Da-da. For now, this is just gonna get loaded into a doohickey. I will need treated wood for, rail? Yes, rail! Which, by the way, there has been a much better rail recipe introduced into the game since, the last time it was relevant for me to make rail. You can spend stone, iron sticks, treated wood, and solder to get 2 rail, or you can spend steel, stone bricks, treated wood, and solder to make 8 rail. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go the route of the 8 rail. Probably. Although, the time it takes for these is also relevant. So this is 10 times as long to craft as regular rail through this recipe. So, What is the difference? Well, the difference is that you spend less treated wood and solder per unit of rail by using this recipe, by instead using steel and stone bricks. And considering there aren't that many in the grand scheme of things, things that sink steel plates as steel plates outside of buildings and such, and there's actually not that much that sinks stone bricks as stone bricks. I think this is fine. I will do this for the solder to go further, so that I don't have as much of a demand on the solder, because we're going to be using a few rails. I don't know if you've noticed. I think we're going to use a few rails. What else do I need here? Just lamps, and ultimately it just comes down to having enough copper. There we go. There's the sufficiency on the copper to get one whole Ralesia plantation. Just one whole Ralesia. Why are you not moving? cDNA. Alright, good. Give me moss jeans. Moss jeans? Where are my moss jeans? There they are. Moss jeans. More. Make me more. More! MOAR. In the meantime, our lovely Auog. I'm probably just gonna switch this now to the crawdad. Which, yeah, that Oop, that doesn't take water at all. So thank you for that back. Saline and blood. I'll need to figure out how to finagle a saline and blood into here. So that's our first AUG. Huzzah. I've got a building. A few buildings. We need a few AUGs as well, so may as well do these things all together at the same-ish time frame area. Stuff. Things. You grab those, get that going. You need to make several rounds of flowers and such in order to get them actually moving, because you need a certain number of flowers to get seeds, as well as have enough for the modules. So you need to do this particular process a few times. You only need one AUG to start the process, and you only need one creature generally to start the process, but you need several flowers. So what? And let's have a look and see about this biomass moss recipe or the food recipe. Now, the food recipe will require me to put the plastic onto my network, and it's going to spend a lot of stuff. How did I plan this here with my augs? I planned this with the moss biomass recipe, so that is the one that I am going to use. It needs 46 aug paddocks to make enough bone meal. Just as a by the way, it's also going to consume 0.1 cage in total from the only 70% chance of actually getting your cage dog. So I need a biomass and a moss. I don't even think I have that 3 moss, to be quite frank. Don't think I have that 3 moss. I'm going to ignore the fact that these things make manure for the moment, even though I might want manure. At some point, you can have your module. These also need... There's a reason I have this much space here. It's because we need water. Barrels of water. I can just, like, copy and paste and go down and grab the empty barrel recipe from you. That'll go there. This will take in steel. Huzzah! And then we need water. There we go. Now, this thing. Am I going to have a single line that's 46 long? Probably not. I'm probably going to have 2 lines that are 23 long. Going down. So I need to think about how this is going to look from that respect. I need a line out. I need a line in. And I need another line in. Why? Because we have 3 solid inputs. We have 4 solid inputs, excuse me. We have 4 solid inputs because we also need the cages. So, yeah, about that. I could do it this way without needing this line. Get this moved down 1 tile. In order to actually have this in this fashion, will require undergrounds. Oh, that's answering machine. No, why? Why you do this? No message. All right. Actually, I built this wrong. I was wrong. Better if I do this on both sides so I get a better idea. There we go, and it needs to be here. Oh. Right. Thinking. Processing. How? Why would I want it there? Why would I want you there? I mean, I could do it like that. I'm trying to think of what's symmetrical. That's all I'm trying to consider here is what is symmetrical-ish. But I don't think I can have it completely symmetrical. I think this will be fine, just the way that this is. Just cut that off, make sure I have the power. Oh good, they go across, which means I can do something like that, and then I could easily paste this all the way down the line. Just like that, however many long as I need. Oh right, it didn't keep the thingy. Ah, that's 40, I need 6 more. Means I have to extend the stuff, but yeah. Anyway, that's going to be, like, the plan-ish. The-ish plan. It does mean I need to have a thingy here that's outputting the empty barrels to the right, going up into the thingy. This also needs a thingy that's being met by something else. I'll go ahead and put that there. This will probably just be the cages. But if this is the cages, it needs to be fed from below, because it's going to be... the cages are going to be brought in as well from the slaughterhouses that'll be down here. Just thinking about that for the future. This is going to go into one of those that's inputting from right priority from whatever slaughterhouses I have. Now this is going to be the cage inputs. I know I'm working on this augs now, but we are going to do the Ralesia very soon. Very shortly will be Ralesia. That's going to go up, and it's going to go on this outside line. Oh hey, yeah, put that stuff down, sure. I don't need it to go that far, but sure, you can put the cages down. Maybe not. Let's just trim. Trim for the moment. And actually give power. Give the power. And make sure that we do not overload. That would be bad if we overloaded. Just add biomass moss. Okay. Unfortunately, the way that I built this, probably going to be bringing that biomass moss in from above. The biomass. How much do I need of that biomass? 9. Okay, 9 biomass. That is the target. That is our target at the moment. So let's go and grab the biomass. Are the biomass recipes in this thingy? Yes, they are. Biomass from tar. The replacement for biomass from other... Wow, 7? Holy crap, that's a few compost plants. But a very reasonable amount of tar. I do have to say. 7 compost plants. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of copper. Let's see. You are done and have enough. That good. Where's my building? Where's my chest of buildings? There you are. I have 3. I have 3. So let's put down our 3. Sure. We'll have our 3 compost plants of the 9, or that's the 7 that we need. Excuse me. It is 7. I really don't like the height on these, so I'm putting this on the bottom. By the way, I want to point out eventually when Pi watches the stream, at some point, maybe. We shall see. But the Mark III, and I think the Mark IV of these buildings has a little bit of an animation glitch. On the sprite, there's this like piece that goes down. That it's weird. It like goes down and off. It doesn't affect the Mark I or the Mark II, but it seems to affect the Mark III and the Mark IV. It's just some graphical glitch thingy with the building itself when it attempts to do its animations. Alright, how are we going to look here? At least I'm bringing in tar, which means that it doesn't matter where this is. Hello. You are not off by a tile. No, no, no. You are not off by a tile. You are perfect. You are perfect. I'm not concerned about having all 9 of these at this moment in time, just because I am not feeding all of them at this time. I'm not feeding a full array of 46 yet. This will be, of course, moss. Glorious, beautiful, wonderful moss. Which, again, I probably don't have the 3 spare per second, but whatever. We'll use what I got on that moss. And that's going to start the very, very slow process of getting me some additional augs. And it's going to go right into there. You're going to unleash the augs into chests. Probably going to just do it this way. You're going to be cage. You're going to be aug. That's the pup, not the aug. That's the aug. Into chest, into... there. Sure. That will work. And over time I'll have more augs. Yay! How many augs do I need? A few. If I go in here, I click on summary, I need 184. You know, just casually 184. And I also need 140 Moondrop. I have not broken down the Ralesia yet. Interesting. There. I need to net 3 seeds. I need to net 3 seeds. And I'm going to use obviously the soil hydrogen recipe. Need to add the Ralesia modules. 47 Ralesia plantations at 12 each. 564. I need 564 Ralesia. Yeah. I have 10. I have less than 10. This is now going to make me Moondrop. From that, and the Moondrop codexes. Add moss gene sample. Moss genes. Give me cDNA. I need some more. Needs some more. I might actually try to shift down that moss gene. I don't think I can though, unfortunately. So, we'll just leave it. cDNA. Hello, and welcome. Oh, you need more substrate now, do you? Not anymore. Now you've got your substrate. I can Shift C to get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory, maybe? Maybe. This makes 4 per cycle, so I don't really need as many cycles of Moondrop, but it's always good to have more. Oh, more is more, as they say. More is more. Is a more. Oh yeah, and if I wanted to do the Auog food recipe, I also would have had to make Auogi first, because the Auog food requires Auogi. Oh yeah, oh hey, we have pop. We have Augs. Augs go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster. Must move. I now for the Ralesia and such, I'm just gonna put down a slaughterhouse here just to indicate that this is what we're going to be doing with the bone meal. Here it's gonna go in and out. On that, it's gonna split off the cages. Cage. That way. And that, as they say, will be that. Is this giving me 2 at a time? No, I must be blind. Oh, it went in there. Hi. Let's feed things. And, like, set recipes and all that good stuff. Let's make sure that we have buildings moving as the priority. Buildings moving is more of a priority than having them move a little bit faster. Yeah, buildings move, please. Please move. And once I've stored up several of these, I'll get rid of this and or move it or something or other. And you know, I should move this a couple of tiles, just so that I can adjust this later, adding a splitter here and just changing. Excuse me. This. Excuse me. Recipe. Thanks. There we go. I know I have a few more all the way down here, but whatever. Whatever. I need to get the Ralesia moving at this point. So, Ralesia. I have a Ralesia. A lazy building. It is going to be using soil and hydrogen. It has a few things. I need a botanical nursery as well. That's going to make the seeds. And in this particular instance, I am going to do all of the Ralesia into seeds. Why? Because it's the seeds that I need. I need the seeds. 1, 2 solid inputs. Uh, uh, Da-da? Yes. Yes. I need more inserters. Okay. Then hydrogen and water. Well, water, I'll just put there. How much hydrogen? 48.4. Sure. Sure, why not? That is an electrolyzer. That is an electrolyzer. Where is my chest of buildings? Chest of buildings, right here. Electrolyzers. Did I make any? No. Sure. Let's make some electrolyzers. I need iron. The iron! I must have iron for my electrolyzers. I'll make 2 of them. I will go ahead and make 2 of them. Okay. So step 1 is to put 5 of these in, and the rest into the module slots. And in this way, by powering this, I can now actually have this move. Because that's going to give me, excuse me, the Ralesia seeds that I need. Does need soil. How much soil? Oh. A lot of soil. Okay. So the issue is that this is a value that's greater than 7.5, and 7.5 is the single yellow belt lane. That's the key here, is that this is more than 1 lane, which means I either have to make this like that. If I do stacking, it will be problematic. More problems than it solves with stacking, especially when you're working with a single lane. If trying to keep things somewhat compact. So either it gets its own line elsewhere, or I do this. So I'm thinking it's just going to have to have its own line up top and on bottom, separate lines for the stuffs. For the stuffs! And with being 12.5, that's 4 thingies. Let me look. It is, that's 15.2 because it's trying to bring that soil in. I'm pretty sure it's 4 or 12.1. Let me. Do I have any soil extractors on me? Of course I don't. I need stuffs for that. I need all the stuffs for that. All of the stuffs. All of it! Sucks being so far away from my buffers. You there. Soil. 4! 3 is 10.8, 4 is 14.4. Huh. In the chest! Yeah, maybe. Maybe I thought ahead and put it in my chest of buildings. If I can find it. 1! 1 is in my chest of buildings. Also, I'll grab the rest of the auogs, because why not? Let's put away some of these samples for the moment. I think I'll need my moondrops now. The wood processing units are to make fiber out of wood. Raw fiber out of wood. Otherwise, I think we're good. Until I start thinking about the actual circuit automation. So, yay, thingies. So 4... these guys making soil. 4 soils. Soil? Soil. Soil, there you are. Now I do have this space here available I may as well use it. The reason why I'm okay with like using the space from other things, by the way, is just because wow. Perfection. Can I just say how perfect this is? That's it. This is fine just because I'm not scaling this more on the bus, right? And I am forcing myself not to scale this on the bus. If I want more of this, I have to make a dedicated build of it somewhere else. That's what I'm forcing myself to do. This is gonna go this way. Ha, skill or luck? Well, always the greatest of questions. Of course it's skill. Of course it's skill. There we go. Just add power. Whoops. Just add that beautiful power. And this is all going to be a line of slaughterhouses going down this way. Okay. Hydrogen and the inserters. And then we're good. And I guess... Alright, I'm going to keep these hydrogen lines somewhat separate for this moment in time. We'll see what I end up deciding on how to connect that right quick once I get my electrolyzer down doing hydrogen. So 1 makes 50 hydrogen. That is the key here. 1 makes 50, which is plenty enough for our purposes. Our porpoises. Whoops. 1 tile. Just 1. 1 more tile. There you go. Just add water. And of course, add all of the power. Probably a good idea to keep all this here like so. That's not ideal. There we go. And it's moving! It's moving! Now, here's what I also need to do. Well, I do need the ones going into the seeds. I also need more to keep filling the modules, right? And we don't want to get stuck either. So for now, this'll go a few rounds. It'll make seeds. It will have a couple of extra each cycle, and I'll just grab them to add to the machine so that it moves just that much faster as we go along. Ooh, another Ralesia plantation. Let's make that. And have another one that I'll also put stuffs into. Because 2 moving is better than 1 moving. Yes. Yes! It's also going to steal the seeds first. That's another thing to think about. It needs seeds, too. Alright, you make your stuff. Do that thing. There's your seeds. Alright, this one grabbed enough to do its next thingy, but this one did not, so... Bleh. Bleh. Needs 5. Got 4. So I put the thingies here just because it's not enough seeds in the rotation at the moment for it to matter that this one moves. another consideration to make. It's like, you need all the ingredients for things to move as well. Alright, there's our stuffs and things. I need to grab one to go in you, and you can start moving. There we go. That should help, and I think I can leave this now for a little bit. Go back here, see we've got more augs. Oop, more augs. The power of the aug. Oh, I am out of aug. I am out of aug and I'm out of underground belt, but that actually, I think, is fine, because that actually lasted enough to the point where I started running out of modules, so now I can go down, place the belt at least, and place the buildings down, and we'll be good. Wait, am I... Okay, good. I'm not short on buildings, and I need another 6 buildings. So, yeah, about that. About that, see? Two. That's 2. That's 4. I'm also out of regular belt now. How many more tiles is that? 3? Or 2? 3. Alright, there we go. That should be 1 more than I need. Yay! Now if I did the math right, this should be 46. And I need to assign the recipe across the board. Make sure you have your recipe to flow. Oh, I need more inserters, too. Yay, we need stuff. We need resources now, so let's go and resupply on resources. Let's head on up, grab all of these. Also, that can just go away. Why did I have boxes? Because you need boxes. You need wooden boxes for Auog plantations. Or the Auog DNA sample thingy requires them. Alright, make me those. Give me iron. More of those. More of that. More of those. More of those. More of that. Give me all of them. All of these things! What else? I don't know. Moving on. Yeah, Ralesia plantations. Those would be good, too. Wow, you need soil, too? You need soil and treated wood for those Ralesia plantations? I need 40 some odd? 7? Okay. Okay, sure. With all the treated wood? Yeah. This'll take a while. And with that being said, the final scaling is going to be done off screen. Like, clearly, I'm not going to be able to build all of those buildings now, but we will be able to build enough to have a few of these down so that it continues to scale more quickly. Alrighty then, you can get things. You can get things. So, yeah, this is where this comes into play. That needs to go there so that I can do that copy. Whee! Alright, how many is that? More than I need, 52. I need 48. Duh. That there. Da 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 da. I need probably way more fast inserters than I think. But considering I'm holding on to like 90 some odd right now, I think I might be fine. I will need more pipe to ground though. That much I can pretty much tell right off the bat. And also, I really don't want the new buildings going down way over there. I'd want the new buildings going down here. And I don't actually want the seeds flowing down the line yet. Thanks. I shouldn't have done that either. Just place the seeds on the belt. Yes, that is much more sense-making. Wait, what? Oh, it put him here. Oh, I see. Sure. You know what? We will go with that. We will go with that. But it is putting him in there as well. Now, redistribute, please. Now we wait. Now we can probably think about moving on into the land of Moondrop. Yes, we can think about moving on into Moondrop. I'm just gonna let my bots place down stuff, things, whatever they want. I need power poles. Make all of the power poles. All of them! And place down all this belt. Lots and lots and lots and lots of belt. And I am out of pipe to ground. As I thought I would be. As I thought would happen, I have run out of pipe to ground. Head on back. Give me more pipe to ground and more wrought iron pipe and more belt. That would be great. That would be fantastic. And I did not actually go down and run down the Auog line yet. So I will take care of that. You there. Beautiful, glorious, wonderful things. You. And you. And I am out of the fast inserters again. Yay! I had like over 100 and they're gone. Just deleted from the face of existence. Speaking of deleted from the face of existence. So I mentioned last time I was in the midst of watching through that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Well, I finished that yesterday. And I have thoughts. I have thoughts. It made a decent anime. Just to throw that concept out there, I think it made a decent anime. However, read it. Seriously. It is definitely one that you need to read. If you've seen the anime and haven't read the light novels, it is one where I think that it would definitely be a good experience to have to read the light novels. Why? Because the anime is a different format than the written word. And with writing, yeah, there's 2 seasons of Reincarnated as a Slime that are coming, going forward. There's season 2 and season 3, so it's I'm glad that it's actually confirmed to get not only a season 2 but also a season 3. Like, yay! But the format of anime is such that you cannot get very easily the internal thoughts of all of the characters involved. So there's in the books, you get a lot of the internal thoughts of all of the side characters, right? A lot of the side characters. So you learn a lot more about the characters than what has been presented thus far in the anime. Like the character of Milim, you get a lot more about Milim in the light novels a lot earlier than what will be presented later on in the anime. They're going to get to her character a little bit more going forward, but yeah, it was just slightly disappointing because there's a like actually being able to see her thoughts matters. It shows a lot more behind the character itself, her motivations. There's a lot more that to her than meets the eye. So, yeah. There's a lot of intrigue that is in the books that has been left out of the anime, which I find somewhat disappointing. Somewhat disappointing. There's a lot of intrigue that's been left out. I need to clean some of this stuff out from my inventory. And a lot of that does come from being able to get thoughts from various side characters. But as I said last time, the novels do have a distinct problem of having too many characters to keep track of at any one time. Especially since not all of them have art associated with them, right? So you have to keep track of a whole bunch of names. There's a ton of names to keep track of in the novels, the light novels, and it can get a little bit problematic. That is one series, by the way, one of a few that I follow that I still have as physical copies, that I had started as physical copies, and just since I started with physical copies, I was less inclined to switch to digital in the middle of a series. I'm not going to switch from one format to another format in the middle of a series. Like as for the the novel thing, I actually do prefer novels over any other format. That is me. I prefer the reading of the written word over the watching of the stuff on in anime or even in manga. I can't sometimes with manga. Like I just can't. It feels like I'm just flipping through at light speed and get very little out of it. No, I'd rather read than have a manga, and then I'd prefer the anime over a manga, right? So even if a light novel gets a manga series, I'd rather watch the anime that will eventually happen, because we all know it eventually will happen at some point or other. This did place all the stuff, right? Yes, I do think that it placed all the stuff. I just need to have all the barrels that I need in this system. I think I've almost got enough modules for this. Yeah. Good. This will go a little bit faster now. Yes, I have all of the modules that I need. Need to make sure I have enough barrels flowing through this system, and then we'll be good. Also, I'm realizing just now, I have just now realized that I have made a mistake, in that this is 7.5 and I need 9. Oops. Oops. Well, I can do a fix of it. It's just, yeah. Anyway, this can now start going down and then get slaughtered. Yay for slaughters. I can think about that and yeah, just yes, do a split here because I do want excess to go into this to get as modules, but anyway. That I think is fine. I think I have enough barrels now. Yes, they're all green lights, so they're all moving. Ish. That should be fine. Was it 9? Wait. Yes, 9. So why is that all green lights? Huh? Why does this not seem like 9? Because it needs to be 7. Right. Right. I can do this. Oh. Hi. What did you miss? I now have auogs and Ralesia, and I'm going to very soon be working on Moondrop scaling. Then I'll have the stuff that I need. That, yeah, just stuff which I need for things. I also need, like, more buildings for making biomass, but that's a whole nother story with this line of crap. I made a mistake. I made a mistake involving throughput of materials. Just one of those oopsies. An oopsies moment. Yeah, you don't need to exist on this entire line. So I will gladly take you back. Yeah, see, now the biomass is gone from all the way down here. Why did I do that? More mistakes were made. More mistakes were made. You there. All the mistakes were made. Now I need to be able to... I need to position myself in just the right way to only grab... Dang it, the stupid inserter. The inserter pushes me. Alright, fine, whatever. Grab all of the everything. Sure. Just grab all of the everything, and we'll be fine. Take all of this. I just pulled up an underground belt somewhere. Maybe. Maybe I did. I see I have an odd number. It's at 5x speed, not 10. And I really don't care. Like, I really don't. Yes, that needs to be taken. I grabbed the inserter. I got it. Now let's go down and get all this powered and it'll be good. It'll be great. It will be great, even. There. We are flowing. Everything shall be flowing. You. Oh right, I did a thing. I will do this thing. Yes, that helps. That helps a lot. Go! Give me more Ralesia. Scale the Ralesia. Need more scale. Must scale more. And then it'll start backing up into the chest. Yay. That's 8. Yes, good. I need same exact thing. Actually, I need the same exact thing, like, around here. Except instead of that, it's going to be that, and it needs water. Bah! Yeah, this one. Hey, it's... Oh. Sure. Bah? Oh. Bah! Stuff. Alignment. Alignment is everything. Not much hydrogen, by the way, for these. It's 3 making Moondrop, and then 4 making methane. That's what I actually need here. It's 3 making Moondrop, and then 4 making methane. Yeah, that unfortunately that's a Factorio limitation itself. You can't just define what you want in each port. That's Factorio thing. Sadly, that not something that can be modded. These have to be defined, hard defined as part of the building itself. What type of port each thing is, and then the it's based on the order in which the fluid is listed, right? So if you flip it, it changes a define in a code. You can with omni permutation. I don't know what that does or how that does what it does, but it would be very hacky. Sounds like hacky stuff to me. But anyway, that is the halfway point, as it were. That is not the actual recipe. Wow, that is the recipe. Yeah, that's the recipe. I thought, like, why do you need that stuff? Ah, yes, that is why. How much? 5 for the cycle. Ba, 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 ba. Stuff things. Moondrop. There you go. That will suffice. That will suffice. And then, voila! 3. 3! I may actually want all of them for the moment, just to get enough, modules going. It does magic, yes, to allow you to change things. Sure. Sure, magic. I'm pretty sure it's just redefining in the thingy what the order is on these. Because it all comes down to order of how they're listed. Anyway, with that, it is time to take a brief break. I will be back in a few minutes. For those watching the VODs on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I will be back in the next one, do all the social stuff, etc., etc. For those watching live, I will see you in a few minutes.